What's going on, everyone? Aaron here for Happy Hydro, and this week I am stoked to get my hands on the AC Infinity Thermoforge Smart Heater. It's incredible. I mean, it's a one-of-a-kind technology where you can pump heat from outside your tent to exactly where you need it. And with an onboard smart controller for VPD, humidity, and temperature, you can't go wrong. Well, let's go check it out. Don't forget to stop at happyhydro.com for all of your indoor gardening needs. And like this video and subscribe to our channel for up-to-date product knowledge and gardening content. Brrr, we've all been there before, right? I mean, we have fragile plants in the dead of night who are just too chilly. But don't worry, we finally have a great answer for that problem. That's the Thermoforge from AC Infinity. Because, I mean, we've all at one point struggled with cold temperatures in our grow tents or grow rooms. I mean, we're usually in a basement or a garage. Or if you even really want to hone in on that VPD, this is going to be perfect for you. So today we're diving into its awesome features, how to set it up, and why it's going to make your life so much easier. This is a first of its kind heater, designed from the ground up with some pretty genius engineering. Instead of cluttering up your tent, you can keep this heater outside and pipe the heated air in. It's got precision smart controls to create the ideal microclimate. The onboard controller, featuring a corded sensor probe, allows for VPD and temperature triggers, timers, cycles, and basically you just set it and forget it, knowing your plants are in the perfect environment. Besides the corded sensor probe, the Thermoforge also comes with a cable to connect your Thermoforge to your controller 69 and also a 4-foot extension hose just to pipe in that hot air. Well, I unwrapped the power cord from the bottom and I plugged it in and we're getting power. I mentioned the corded sensor probe earlier, and it comes standard with every Thermoforge because this is the part that's going to relay the information from your tent to the heater itself. And to the trained eye, we can see that they're using their new updated corded sensor probes. That's because of that little rubber gasket around there, makes it pretty much waterproof. So we got our sensor probe plugged in, and I hang mine around canopy height just because that's the information that I want to relay back to the Thermoforge. So we are up and running. You can see a temperature and humidity, and I'm just going to cycle through the settings. You can see different options for settings, just like calibration points, your preferred temperature readings, and even like a leaf temp offset. So switching it up, I'm looking at the modes button now, and we can see that we are from off, and I just touched it one time and it went right to on. And then from there, using the arrow buttons, I just kind of move it to where I want it to be. You know, if I want it running at full blast to 10, I'm going to touch that arrow button so that it moves up to 10. And then, you know, if you want it off, you just put it all the way to 0. There are other modes that come standard on the smart controller that's built into the Thermoforge. You've seen probably this one before, but it's the auto mode if you're familiar with the controller 69. This just kind of sets environmental parameters for the Thermoforge to turn on and off. So here I'm just kind of playing around and setting it to a temperature just to show you that that's what it does. Another mode that it offers is VPD mode, so you can dial in your VPD even more with this smart heater because it's going to work in conjunction with your controller 69. It's reading the humidity, and it can make, you know, decisions on the fly if it should heat up or turn off. Here we just have your standard timer. You can either have a timer to on or a timer to off, and then, you know, setting your time however you want it to go. If you set it for 5 minutes to off, it's going to take 5 minutes for it to turn off. And if you want to turn on, it's going to take some time to turn on. But so far it's really easy to use and pretty straightforward. I know a lot of people are going to be using this with their controller 69 Pro, so it's going to give you pretty much the same options, but just a little different view. Especially if you're used to working with the controller 69, it might be better just to use that. But if you're using this as a standalone unit, I mean, it's really intuitive, it's really incredible to use, and it's super easy and a lot of fun. I also had a chance to snag my decibel meter, so just kind of showing you what it looks like when it's running full blast, because I know a lot of us grow in our own homes and noise can sometimes be annoying. And so it's not super loud actually, which is really nice to hear, or not hear I guess, but to see it in action at 100%, we're only seeing about 54 decibels. So let's get under the hood here and take off this back panel and see the built-in air filter on there, and just some of the two most important pieces of tech that are built into the machine, one of them being the PWN, or pulse width modulation, and this is to control the heat levels. Think of it like turning on a switch on and off really fast to keep the temperature just right, so there's no big temperature swings. This bad boy also uses cutting edge PTC, or positive temperature coefficient plate technology, with 10 different heat levels. These are special ceramic plates that heat up when electricity flows through them. So no overheating, just reliable, efficient heat. Well, let's see it in action then. So here I am hooking up the 4-foot extension hose. It's pretty much just like a big old bendy straw, and it's gonna help you aim that heat to exactly where you want it in your tent or grow room. Well, let's get it in there. So earlier we were using the controls on the machine itself, but now I'm going to hook it up so it can plug right into our controller 69 and really make it a hub for environmental control on my grow tent. And it's super easy to hook up. Here is that UIS to UIS extender cable. It's gonna take it right from our UIS port all the way into our controller 69, and let's check out the app. I am a huge fan of AC Infinity's app just to use on my grow tent, because it makes it so easy to navigate first of all, and second of all, everything kind of works the same, so I'm never super confused or trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So I'm gonna go over to the port that has my heater in there, and you're gonna see it's gonna show you that the device type is reading as heater. It's also going to allow you to add in any calibrations, buffer zones, transitions, stuff like that, to make sure that the Thermoforge is reading and outputting the most accurate way. So I think I'm all set, and the first thing I always make sure I do is to change my port to the device name or whatever else I want to name it, so it's just going to make it easier for me to find and navigate when I'm trying to make sure everything's running the way it should be. And like I said, it's very similar to just using the controller on the Thermoforge itself. You know, you have your standard on and off, and don't forget, when setting it up this way, whatever value you put for on, that is going to be the determining value for how much output the Thermoforge has when it is either triggered on by the auto setting, the timer setting, or the cycles. Also, for off, that's the same as well. So when it's not being triggered on, it is 0 or whatever you set it to. So if you have it set to 1, it's gonna run at 1 even though it's off. So first here, we're gonna take a look at the auto tab. You can see it's really easy to set a temperature in which you want your Thermoforge to make your tent. And we're gonna set it to a quick, 79. And you can see in the top right corner, we're seeing the level turn up to 6 because I'm only seeing a reading of 72. So it's gonna kick on right away and get that tent up to that 79 degrees. It also gives you a parameter to set up for humidity. Well, alright, so here we are back into VPD mode. This is probably going to be your most critical stat for the Thermoforge. You know, besides obviously heating your tent, it's really going to help you hone in on that VPD and make sure that your plants are transpiring at an optimal level by combating how much temperature versus humidity you have in your tent. So you're just going to set the kPa in which your plants are at and what they need for your tent, and the Thermoforge is going to run itself when it needs to make sure you're hitting that certain kPa. We also have the cycle tab, which is a 24-hour cycle, so determine that being on and off. I primarily use the schedule tab. This way I know it's running at a certain time to a certain time. And then finally, we have the timer to on and the timer to off tabs. All right, that should do it. It's dialed in, set up, turned on, and cranking. So I did a little time lapse just to see how long it would take to raise my tent from 75 degrees all the way up to 80 degrees. And after watching this machine work, it took around just 2.5 minutes, which I think is pretty incredible, and it really goes to show you that they put a lot of hard work into this Thermoforge. It really is a cool piece of tech for people who are struggling with low temperatures. Alright, so before we wrap up, I just have some cool tidbits and some maintenance tips for you folks. If you do a long hold on the settings button, it locks the screen, and then if you touch the settings button again, it'll black out the screen. So if you have nosy neighbors or wandering fingers, it might be a good way just to make sure you can truly set it and forget it. Also, if you do a dual touch on the mode and settings button, it will turn your Thermoforge from heat mode to just fan mode. So if you're looking to get a new burst of fresh air into your tent that's still filtered, this is a great way to accomplish that. And to change it back, you're just going to do those two moves again, and it's going to change it right back to heater mode. And removing that back cover case, like I said, we have that built-in air filter, which you can just give a nice wipe to with a damp cloth. And then with that same damp cloth, just wipe the inside where the motor is, because you sometimes might have a little bit of dust buildup inside of there. Replace that cover and you're good to go. It also has this convenient little carrying handle, so if you gotta move it from place to place, it's on wheels, but it will also pick up super easy. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Well, this is the Thermoforge from AC Infinity. I'm Aaron, and don't forget to do all of your indoor gardening supply shopping at happyhydro.com. Whew, it's hot in there now, but I can always dial it into the perfect set amount of heat that I need for my plants. So that's it for this time. Until next video, stay happy, friends.